complete denuclearization. The dictator told reporters he's decided to leave the past behind, and now he says the world will see a major change.
We will have a terrific relationship, I have no doubt.
Mr. Trump says the U.S. will stop its joint military exercises with South Korea, and the North has agreed to return the remains of prisoners from the Korean War.
I think our whole relationship with North Korea and the Korean Peninsula is it's going to be a very much different situation than it has in the past.
The document the two leaders signed contains no specifics. It commits both sides to future talks, which the president says will begin next week. He says he's already invited Kim Jong-un to the White House, and Kim has accepted.
I'm Jason Struther in Seoul. South Korea's President Moon Jae-in says he welcomes the agreements made by President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un with a burning heart. In a statement, Moon says the agreements will end one of the last battles of the Cold War.
This is Lucy Kraft in Tokyo. Prime Minister Abe lauded what he called President Trump's leadership and effort on the U.S.-North Korea summit. He said the meeting was a first step toward resolving problems such as denuclearization, and he expressed appreciation to President Trump for raising the issue of North Korea's abduction of Japanese nationals.
I'm Jim Taylor. President Trump's top economic advisor, Larry Kudlow, suffering what the White House calls a very mild heart attack in good condition at Walter Reed. He held 4 children hostage for 4 hours before killing them and himself. Orlando Police Chief John Mina.
The children died from apparent gunshot wounds, and it appears the suspect took his life as well.
The suspect also shot a police officer who was responding to the domestic violence call. He is recovering. Attorney General Jeff Sessions personally putting a stop to granting asylum in the U.S. to a Salvadoran woman who was raped and beaten by her former husband. University of Southern California law professor Niels Frenzy.
There are cases on appeal that have already been heard that are going to be affected by this decision. So it is going to have, significant ramifications from my perspective in a very harmful, negative way.
Extreme fire danger shutting down Colorado's San Juan National Forest. Residents of more than 2,000 homes forced to evacuate. Lori DeLise is one of them.
You don't know what to expect. And so we didn't know if we were going to lose everything or what.
Ahead of the market's opening, S&P futures down 3+. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
The following call is real. It took place between an OnStar advisor and a member.
Hi there, my name is Ashley. I'm from OnStar's emergency team. You're taking your child to the hospital. She's laboring to breathe. We can get an ambulance to you. I can bring my partner on the line here to stay with you. We are medically trained to help in the meantime as well.
At a moment like this, the last thing you want to be is alone.
Tell me exactly what happened. It's 2:30 in the morning and she's struggling to breathe. We'll stay on the line with you. Watch her very closely and look for any changes. If she becomes less awake or starts getting worse, tell us immediately.
An emergency medical dispatch certified advisor is there for you, ready to help, 24 hours a day.
An officer is here, but an ambulance is coming. Okay, please know we're here whenever you need us. Okay, thank you.
Protecting the ones you love. An OnStar advisor is always there. OnStar is available on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. OnStar. Be safe out there. OnStar advisors certified by International Academies of Emergency Dispatch. OnStar acts as a link to emergency services. Visit OnStar.com for details.
Hey, whose turn is it to bring donuts to work, huh?
Is work making you fat? A new study from the CDC suggests that Americans get too many calories at work. It mostly comes from free food or drinks, things like cookies and cakes brought in by fellow employees, or maybe the boss bought pizza. Then there's the everyday goodies, sugar-sweetened coffee and juices, sandwiches. A study finds 1 in 4 Americans gets nearly 1,300 calories at work each week. And here's the key, 70% of the calories were free. Everyone likes free food. Have another. Jim Chenevey, CBS News.
South Texas man cleaning the bathroom of his home when his 6-year-old son alerted him to the snake that was slithering out of the toilet. Wade Villock says he ran so fast he knocked his son down. B County Sheriff's deputy retrieved the snake, about 5 feet long, a non-venomous blue indigo, they say, released it into the brush. Wade went back to cleaning the bathroom. I'm Jim Taylor, CBS News.
This is a special announcement for all Americans who owe back taxes to the IRS or state. Pay attention. There's a special toll-free hotline set up especially for you. This hotline will give you free information on how you can legally reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call the taxpayer hotline today at 800-441-1943. Grab a pen or put the number in your cell phone. 800-441-1943. You'll speak with qualified professionals who tell you how to stop the collection calls, IRS letters, bank levies, and wage garnishments. And they'll deal directly with the IRS on your behalf, so you don't have to. Even if you haven't filed returns or you already are in a payment plan, you can still get relief. New IRS settlement policies have opened the doors for a fresh start. But hurry, this won't last forever, and your tax problem will only get worse if you do nothing or try to handle it yourself. It makes a big difference in who you call. So call the taxpayer hotline today for free information. 800-441-1943. 800-441-1943.
Brought to you by South Coast Tax.
Founded in 1854, Hilliard Lyons is not new to the world of wealth management. A key element of wealth management is rebalancing an investment portfolio. Why would I need to rebalance my investment portfolio? First, all investments have a specific risk and return profile. Rebalancing takes advantage of overly optimistic and overly pessimistic pricing discrepancies in the marketplace. Second, diversifying across many investments and rebalancing those investments to their original target at the end of the year may help reduce the annual volatility of the portfolio as well as increase the long-term return. The frequency and timing of rebalancing may vary. Dan Fouch's team, Sam Dickinson, and Brian Basinger will work with you to see when rebalancing your investment portfolio may be appropriate.
Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hilliard, WL Lyons LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital will be hosting their annual Community Health Fair on Saturday, June 16th from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. in the TJ Health Pavilion. A basic lab panel that includes calcium and glucose screenings, as well as a lipid panel that includes cholesterol and triglyceride readings, will be provided free to the first 500 community members. Men can get a PSA test for free as well. Bone density screenings, height, weight, and blood pressure screenings will also be free of charge. 3 different types of vascular screenings that can identify your risk of heart attack will be offered for $50 each, or all 3 for $120. Vascular screenings will be cash or check only. No insurance will be filed for the vascular screenings. Many other TJ Sampson professionals will be available to answer questions and provide health-related information. For accurate results, you are asked not to eat or drink the morning of the test. For more information or to register, please visit our website at tjsampson.org.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
We are waking up with 70 degrees at WCLU this morning. As we get started, Ray Stajic says we're going to have the threat of some shower activity today and then another sweltering weekend coming up. Ray?
Couple of complexes of showers and thunderstorms, one to the west, one to the east. So I think we'll at least see some scattered storms around this morning, then cloudy as we get into the afternoon. These two complexes should lose their intensity and coverage as the day progresses. Still warm today in the upper 80s, maybe 90 degrees in some spots. Get another round of showers and thunderstorms to roll through tonight. Scattered around after midnight, 69. Scattered storms around tomorrow morning. And then the change tomorrow is about, we'll even have a threat during the afternoon at high of 89. Finally, we'll get a front to come on through, or at least some drier air, but it's going to get hot on Thursday and Friday again. Sunshine to mix with a few clouds, and highs will be in the low 90s. And right now, I'm going to jump to the weekend because it is going to be sunny, but it's going to be hot, too. Highs in the mid-90s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Sunny and hot for the weekend. Right now we're at 70 degrees here at WCLU. Let's look at our current conditions. The barometer is at 29.98. The winds are calm. We've recorded about 1/10 of an inch of rain in the past 24 hours, and 94% is our humidity reading at this time. Looking at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen, we have shower and thunder shower activity occurring in central Kentucky, up from about, from about Campbellsville on east over toward Danville. Some more showers
Down on I-75, looks like right about Richmond, Kentucky, with some rumble-bumble there as well. Those have picked up in the last hour or so since the last time we scanned the radar screen. We're looking at some thunderstorm activity down on the Kentucky-Tennessee border, land between the lakes. Looks like you're waking up down there at about Cadiz, Kentucky, with some rumble-bumble too. So it's on again, off again, as Ray Stajic likes to say. 70 degrees. Stand by for Angela Briggs and local news coming up next.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. For the second time in 2 weeks, the Poor People's Campaign said they were denied access to the state capitol.
Police in Frankfort allowed just 2 protesters to come into the building. Antona Fogel was one of those protesters and tells WLKY that once inside, they were denied access to the governor's office to deliver a petition.
If we don't have access to this office and access to democracy, they're denying democracy today.
The state police commissioner says those security protocols were made based on crowd control training. I'm Haley Hansen.
A Knox County man is arrested after allegedly biting his infant son on the face. Eric Bays was arrested Monday after troopers went to the Barberville ARH emergency room where a 3-month-old boy was being treated for a bite injury. Police say Bays admitted to biting his son on the left cheek above his jawline after becoming angry. He was charged with second-degree criminal abuse of a child under 12. A Bullitt County sheriff says he has some questions about 2-year-old Charlie Campbell's disappearance. Sheriff Donnie Tinnell says he doesn't think the girl could have been in the woods for 36 hours. Sheriff Tinnell said he thinks Charlie may have been at someone's home while searchers looked for her. A neighbor found her Friday evening. Tinnell says Child Protective Services is looking after Charlie until he gets answers to his questions. And the newest Triple Crown champion is back in Kentucky. Justify arrived in Louisville Monday after a flight from New York aboard Air Horse One. He was accompanied by Jimmy Barnes, assistant to trainer Bob Baffert.
To do that in 6 starts and, wet track, fog, dry track, it was surreal. It was just one of the most exciting things to experience again.
Barnes says the horse will likely be paraded in front of fans at Churchill Downs this week. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Visit the Speed Art Museum's new exhibition, Picasso to Pollock. Opening June 16th, explore 72 rare masterworks from the early 20th century when artists shattered norms in reaction to an ever-changing world. Come see a show where art meets history and competing artists were looked upon as superheroes on exclusive loan from the Eskenazi Museum of Art at Indiana University. Get your tickets now at speedmuseum.org.
The PGA Tour is coming to Lexington. See some of the finest golfers from around the world compete in the Barbasol Championship. Get up close and personal to golf greats July 16th through the 22nd at Champions at Keene Trace. Get your tickets now by visiting barbasolchampionshipky.com. It's the Count Barbasol Championship as the PGA comes to the Bluegrass. For tickets, parking passes, and a complete schedule of events, go to barbasolchampionshipky.com.
Want to stay in the know on what's going on with your Glasgow EPB? Just follow us on Twitter at Glasgow EPB or like us on Facebook at Glasgow Electric Plant Board and stay informed about new products, services, and money-saving tips. With a smartphone, you will also have access to constantly updated information during outages. For 50 years, we have been the vital service you depend on daily for your electric, cable, and internet needs, and we hope to provide you even more information and benefits through Facebook and Twitter. Join us today. We are your Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future faster.
There are exciting things happening at Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson, and yes, the moving and unpacking are complete. Everything is set up, and we are ready to start taking care of you and your family at our new location, 1214B North Race Street. We are so excited for you to come see our new facility on the corner of North Race and Professional Park, directly across from TJ Sampson Hospital. We have bigger exam rooms, more parking, and even some new faces. Samantha and I want to introduce you to our new office staff, Kim Fogel, who will be the voice you hear on the phone when you call and who will assist you with scheduling appointments and requesting refills. Even though our location has changed, what has not changed is our commitment to personal, individualized care for our patients. Our motto is hometown healing, and that is one thing that will never change or be compromised. Our phone phone number is still the same, 270-629-6722, and our door is always open for new patients. Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. We are looking forward to seeing you at our new location, 1214B North Race Street in Glasgow. Call today to set up your appointment.
614, 70 degrees from WCLU, and we're moving forward here as we get the live and local 6 o'clock morning edition on the air. In the newsroom this morning, it's Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. The Cave City Council met in regular session last night and approved their budget on second reading for the upcoming year. Cave City Mayor Dwayne Hatcher said he feels good about the budget.
In good shape. Of course, alcohol is down some for us, which is just plain old simple economics, supply and demand, you know. But it's still good for us, very good. So, but other than that, we have some things in place, and we're constantly working on improvements and some projects and so forth, and we feel like our finances are holding strong.
In financials, the city took in almost $41,000 in restaurant tax, over $20,000 in transient room tax, meaning they sent over $61,000 to the Tourism Commission. The Glasgow City Council also met last night to discuss the annual budget. The general fund comes in with a carryover of over $4.7 million, with estimated revenues over $16 million and expenses coming in about the same. In capital expenditures, Mayor Doty noted the new fire truck and about $500,000 in new construction at the landfill. When it came to the budget, Councilmember Jake Dickinson had some questions.
Last page, I guess.
Last page of the budget?
Last page that you have in your hand there, yes. $55,000, same contribution that's been for several years.
Okay. Thank you. Also somewhat confused. City Clerk Administrator's job description says that she has major responsibility for the preparation and administration of the city budget under the mayor's direction. I understand that she didn't participate at all in this preparation. Is that correct?
Not hardly correct, no. She did participate, put together the admin portion of the budget. As far as the overall budget, she was not involved in the each and every department.
Far too much secrecy goes on in the development of this budget.
More than welcome anybody that wants to sit in on that. There's no secrecy involved. Anybody that would like to come and sit through that, you're more than welcome. And I think you've done that in the past, Councilmember Dickinson.
As a member of the Finance Committee.
You don't have to be a member of the Finance Committee. More than happy to have anybody. If you're desiring that pain and agony, come along. We'll be more than happy for you to sit through that.
I asked Councilmember Dickinson what he meant control of the budget.
Two people that had input are Joe Lestala, whom I respect highly, and his associate, the treasurer.
Glasgow Councilmember Wendell Honeycutt had voted against the budget in the past several years, but this year he voted in favor.
The funding is becoming closer to being fair for the services that we provide that go beyond the city limits. The ambulance service, the city residents were paying about 4 times what the county residents were doing. I'm not sure we were receiving an ambulance service that was 4 times more valuable because it's the exact same service. So now that there's a taxing district, the city residents and the county residents pay exactly the same amount.
Money to pay for the master plan involving the Parks and Rec Department, those totals should be ready within the next month. In Glasgow, police responded to a complaint on McGraw Avenue over the weekend for domestic disturbance. Officers found methamphetamine, clozapine, and drug paraphernalia inside the home. Officer Tammy Britt arrested the homeowner, 34-year-old Benjamin Allen, charging him with possession of a controlled substance, endangering the welfare of a minor, and drug paraphernalia. 33-year-old James Duval was also there and was arrested, charged with possession of a controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance 3rd degree, endangering the welfare of a minor, and a prescription of a controlled controlled substance not in the proper container. Officer Britt was assisted by officers Zane Greer, Wesley Hicks, and Brian Starnes. Right now it's 6:19 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, 70 degrees.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In more local news, State Police Detective Kevin Roberts is investigating a shooting that occurred on June the 10th of this year, approximately 10:38 p.m. on McMurtry Lane in Washington County. During the investigation, it was determined 24-year-old Michael Yoakum of Springfield had gotten into an argument with his stepfather and shot him in the back. 47-year-old Michael Churchill of Springfield was airlifted by Aerovac to UK Hospital, where he's listed in stable condition. Yoakum was charged with assault first and lodged in the Marion County Detention Center. Detective Roberts was assisted at the scene by other Kentucky State Police personnel. And this is Men's Health Week. Doctors have a request for men. Get a checkup from your primary care physician. According to the Men's Health Network, men die at higher rates than women from 9 of the top 10 causes of death, including heart disease and cancer. Dr. Christopher Scherfman of Louisville says some men, particularly those who are younger, aren't especially interested in preventive care. And while regular medical visits are crucial for early treatment of disease, he notes anyone's health is connected to their daily habits.
The best way to do men's health is to be healthy, maintain an appropriate weight, exercise 5 days a week for at least 1 hour per day, watch your cholesterol, watch your intake of processed foods, avoid heavy alcohol use and tobacco use, avoid drug use.
This Friday, June 15th, is National Wear Blue Day to raise awareness about the importance of men's health and encouraging them to live longer and healthier lives. Shreffman says men might be wary about visiting the doctor because they assume a checkup will include a prostate exam. While there is some controversy among medical groups about the effectiveness of colon cancer screenings, as a urologist, Shreffman explains early diagnosis of aggressive prostate cancers can improve the odds of survival.
It is an imperfect test, but it's the best test we have, and there's no question that there are men's lives saved every year by doing prostate cancer screening.
He adds an average American man has 3% chance of dying from prostate cancer, which he says can be reduced 20% through screening. Men older than 50 and those 40 and older with a family history of colon cancer should be tested. It's 6:24 a.m. and even 70 degrees.
This Saturday, June 16th, the Elmore Auction Team is honored to have been chosen to sell a beautiful 4-bedroom home on Highway 255 between Bon Air and Park City. This wonderful home is situated on 2.3 acres. The address is 895 Park City Bon Air Road. The home features almost 1,800 square feet, including 4 bedrooms with hardwood flooring and central heat and air. There's also a big 19 by 29 garage and shop building. There are so many special things about this wonderful auction opportunity. For pictures and more information, go online to elmoreauction.com and view the full brochure. And then set a reminder to be there Saturday morning at 10 a.m. at 895 Park City Bon Air Road. Elmore Realty and Auction is conducting this sale. Dakota Ray Elmore, Principal Broker and Auctioneer. The name you've grown to trust in Barron County since 1935 is Elmore.
Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
70 degrees from WCLU. Our current temperature is, our current time rather, is 6:25. We'll check with Ray Stajic in a moment in the Weather Channel, saying that things are going to maybe warm up as we get toward the weekend. In area funeral announcements this hour, Margaret Elmore Brandstetter, age 96, of Charleston, South Carolina, died on the 13th of December in 2017 at the Magnolias of Summersville, South Carolina. She was born in 1921 in the Slick Rock community of Barron County to the late Harry Curtis and Mary Lou Brodie Elmore. She's survived by her son, Terry Lee Brandstetter, and wife Kennedy H. Brandstetter of South Carolina. 2 granddaughters, Marion Proctor of Charleston and Margaret Murdaugh of South Carolina. 5 great-grandchildren, Libby Miller, Hannah and Kennedy Proctor, Buster and Paul Terry, and 2 half-sisters, Willia E. McGinley and Judy Elmore, both of Georgia, and a half-brother, Roger Dale Elmore of Glasgow. Graveside services for Margaret Elmore Brandstetter will be at 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon at the Horse Cave Cemetery. Arrangements are by the Bob Hunt Funeral Chapel in Cave City. Robert Bob Soper, age 74, of Hardyville, died Friday, June the 8th. He was a native of Amityville, New York, and was of the Methodist faith. He was a U.S. Marine Corps Vietnam veteran and a helicopter crew chief with an HMM 262. He is survived by his wife, Donna Bond Soper of Hardyville, 1 sister, Mildred Adams of Hudson, Massachusetts, several nieces and nephews, and many other special friends. A memorial service to celebrate Bob's life will be announced at a later date with the arrangements under the direction of the Wynn Funeral Home. Helen Marie Horton, age 85, of Glasgow, died Saturday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. Survived by 3 children, Barry Horton, Sandy Wilkinson, and Larry Tinsley, all of Glasgow, a brother, Alan Peden of Cave City, a sister, Mattie Lee of Glasgow, 10 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. Several nieces and nephews also survive. Funeral services for Helen Marie Horton will be at 1 o'clock on Wednesday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins this afternoon at 3 p.m. and continues until 8 p.m. and then continues on Wednesday morning until time for service. Rose Marie Clemens, age 83, of Glasgow, died Friday at Glenview Healthcare. She was born in Chicago, the daughter of the late Ronald Lee and Ruth Cook. Survivors include a daughter, Ella Mae Stephen of Allen, Washington, a son, Larry Nicholas of Glasgow, 10 grandchildren and 7 great-grandchildren, 2 sisters, Ruby Huff and May Likens, both of Glasgow. Service for Rose Marie Clemens will be at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, burial in the Pleasant Hill Cemetery at Randolph. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 today and after 8 tomorrow morning until time for service at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Service for Jerry Wayne Francis, age 75, of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock Wednesday at the Oak Grove Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Oak Grove Church Cemetery. Visitation begins at 6 p.m. tonight at the Hayes, Watts, and Purcell Funeral Home. Connie Ann Moore, age 54, of Glasgow, died Friday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. Born in Glasgow, the daughter of the late Paul and Hazel Thomas Moore, survived by a daughter, Cheyenne Wilcox and Faulber of Burkesville, and two grandsons, Jathan and Caden, and sisters, Angie Houchins and Beverly Hatfield, nephews, Nick Boston and Corey Settles. Connie Ann Moore chose cremation. No services are scheduled at this time. Services for Dorothy Short Walden, age 89, of Tompkinsville, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Skaggs Creek Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirit?
That's right. We are in the process of helping you set your clock, and that 631 hack just happened right there. 71 degrees. What are we doing weather-wise today? Well, I think Ray Stagik has some explanations to make here on where we're going.
A couple of complexes of showers and thunderstorms, one to the west, one to the east, so I think we'll at least see some scattered storms around this morning, then cloudy as we get into the afternoon. These two complexes should lose their intensity and coverage as the day progresses. Still warm today in the upper 80s, maybe 90 degrees in some spots. Get another round of showers and thunderstorms to roll through tonight, scattered around after midnight, 69. Scattered storms around tomorrow morning, and then the change tomorrow is about, we'll even have a threat during the afternoon at high of 89. Finally, we'll get a front to come on through, or at least some drier air, but it's going to get hot on Thursday and Friday again. Sunshine to mix with a few clouds, and highs will be in the low 90s. And right now, I'm going to jump to the weekend because it is going to be sunny, but it's going to be hot too. Highs in the mid-90s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stagik on WCLU, your home for local.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
We've got things that we want you to talk about as we get ready for this particular event. It's the Tween and Teen Paint Party. That is coming up today at the Mary Wood Weldon Library. It's the Tween and Teen Paint Party from 1 until 3. Artist C.J. Clapp is going to guide participants through painting a canvas. The supply fee is just $10. You can register and pay at the circulation desk. Some neat things this summer at the Mary Wood Weldon Library. Now, this class is for ages 10 to 18, but no experience is necessary to attend. So come on out and enjoy that, excuse me, at the library today. And what else do we have? We have the 7-Eleven Hoops and more every Friday night at the Avenue Church on Columbia Avenue and every Saturday night at the Bunch Center during June and July from 7 until 11 p.m. for 6th through 12th graders. Food served. Come out and enjoy basketball and other special events throughout the summer. I think we ought to serve up some birthdays here. Hang on.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Okay, birthdays. We've got a bunch of them to get the day started off here at WCLU. So let me get the orchestra fired up, and we will roll right here. Today, we've got the 22nd birthday of Caitlin Vaughn. How about Jaden Middleton with a birthday today? It's a big birthday for Tyler Wilson. That's Tyler Wilson. Pat Bragg is 74 today. Turn that number around. You got Kimberly Sanderson, who is turning 47. Tim Allen, happy birthday to you, sir. It's Eric Williams. Haley Wyatt is 10. It's Pat Edwards. Mary Ann Simmons. Leslie Kinslow, all with birthdays today. One anniversary today. It's a very nice couple. It's Jeff and Beth Hinckley. The Hinckley's silver anniversary, number 25. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023 or online, WCLUradio.com. You can't beat it. We're going to go archiving here as we put on our enjoyment of history, enjoyment of explaining the way we got here. We'll do that right after this.
You know Sherry's Restaurant has catfish.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Smith Sr., Clifton Smith Sr., having a birthday. Clifton, your brother called up to wish you a happy birthday today. Let me tell you about a big deal this weekend, the Munfordville Car Show for cars, trucks, tractors, and motorcycles. Saturday at the Courthouse Square in Munfordville. Registration starts at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Concessions available provided by the Hart County Rescue Squad. Now at 3 o'clock, they're going to hand out awards. For information, here's some contact numbers. 537-4143 or 524-4752. It's a big deal, and it's folks really support that, too. And all the proceeds go to the Hart County Rescue Squad. So come on out and enjoy. And set a spell, as they say. We're on the air with the archives. It's where we head them up and move them out backwards and check out the way we got here, and always explaining a few things here. The archives, courtesy of the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center and the archivists, such as Ray Green and Ms. Gail Berry. And we're going to certainly thank the sponsor of the archives. It makes it all possible. We can share it over the air. This is Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
One of the realities of old man winter is things need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Wright Tool distributor.
Okay. What do you think about let's go down memory lane?
I'd say let's go down memory lane.
And learn about some things that brought us in this direction. 100 years ago, in 1918 is where we start. And pretty interesting to see. This is an advertisement. It's not a, a big hurry, hurry, hurry echoes and everything like that. But this is the advertisement for the Curd Dry Goods Company. That's C-U-R-D. The Curd Dry Goods Company is now daily receiving the enormous stock of goods that they recently bought, and they have a score or more persons arranging the same in the store.
Okay.
So yes, I get it that there's more than 20 people down there getting out this stuff.
Sounds like it.
That's what it sounds like to me. A score or more. Says the unpacking has reached a stage where they announced their place will be open for business tomorrow.
Right.
They have the largest and most complete line of goods ever shown under one roof in Barron County. That is a bold claim.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you got to have more than a score to unpack it, it probably is, at least for under one roof.
Right.
So the largest and most complete line of goods ever shown. Come by and buy them out next day. They'd like that, wouldn't they?
They would.
The Curd Dry Goods Company. All right, let's move over here to 1928.
Okay.
The Kentucky division of the National Horseshoe Pitchers Association. Did you know there was an association like that?
I did not.
It is the National Horseshoe Pitchers Association, the Kentucky division of which is trying to secure information as to the number of counties in the state that have enough horseshoe pitchers to justify the holding of a horseshoe tournament at the fair.
I mean, you got to have pitchers to have a tournament.
That's right. The winner will be recognized as the county champion and would compete in the state fairgrounds for the championship of Kentucky. So it, that should get everybody that's pitching horseshoes out.
That's what I would think.
To try to compete and to try to get statewide recognition.
Right.
But it requires the skill of being able to pitch a horseshoe, which not everybody has.
No. Can you pitch a horseshoe?
I can pitch it, but I miss pretty bad.
So that's me. I'm excellent at pitching. It's getting around the whole peg thing.
That's right. It's not hitting anybody in the crowd.
I mean, I didn't say that.
All right. This story right here is, let me find the story. This is an advertisement for the Courier Journal.
Okay. I was on the Courier Journal Roundtable when I was in high school.
Oh, you were?
I was.
What did y'all do on that roundtable?
We just wrote about young people stuff, like things that matter to us.
Okay. Well, that was cool.
It's funny to think. You had to write an essay, and they chose so many people from across the state.
Did you save that?
I did save. My mom's got it somewhere, I'm sure, in the scrapbook.
Okay.
It's funny to think back on the things that were super important then. Now I'm just like, what?
The beginning of your journalism career.
Yeah, there we go.
You were thinking about things of current events. But in 1938, the Courier Journal was offering an 8-month subscription for $3.
That's random. Why are you going to do 8 months?
I don't know. Because it was coming to rural or star route residents. And, quote, the headline reads, positively the lowest rate ever made by that paper.
Lowest rate ever.
Ever. Well, and see, this is actually was in the Glasgow Republican. So the Republican was promoting another entity here, even though there's a difference because the Courier-Journal is statewide.
Right.
But I think it's pretty neat that the Republican says, here, come out here and 8 months of the Courier for $3. All right, this day in 1948, Miss Ruth Mitchell Rutledge will receive her Bachelor of Arts degree on June the 14th from Long College for Women in Hanover College, Indiana.
Okay.
Miss Rutledge is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Roy D. Rutledge.
Roy D. Mercer.
Roy D. Rutledge, who majored in English and history.
Roy D. Mercer, that was like a comedian or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It's like, how big an old boy are you?
Yeah.
That was Roy D. Mercer.
There we go. Yeah.
Had nothing to do with Miss.
He's a fictional character. Yeah.
Miss Rutledge getting through the college.
Right.
In Hanover College, Indiana.
Right.
All right. Continuing education.
Yeah, that was prank phone calls. We should do that here.
What?
Prank phone call people. We really should.
Yeah, well, it's. I've got a few of those old Roy D. Mercer things.
I think we should do our own local version of that. And prank call people live during the morning show. Is that a yes or no?
It's probably a no, just because they all know us and they know where we are.
See, I knew I should ask forgiveness, not permission.
That's right. Caller ID makes it not even remotely possible.
We can do *67. It blocks your number.
Okay. How about 1958? A swimming pool for Glasgow is going to be the topic of a meeting held Friday night under the sponsorship of the Glasgow and Barron County Recreation Company.
The Recreation Company? What is that?
The company has purchased a site for the pool on Humboldt Avenue, adjoining Gorin Park.
Mm-hmm.
A swimming pool is a valued asset to any community, and Glasgow's need is long overdue.
Right.
That story was in the Glasgow Republican in 1958.
I'm excited to see this master plan when it all comes together for the city's parks department.
Yeah, because, there's a way to do it that benefits everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one way to look at it is to have this master plan.
I think so. Figure out what you're going to do and then do it.
Here we have in 1968 a story in the Republican. This is intriguing, and I wish I could read the rest of this story, but I'm sure I could run over here to the Cultural Center and get it. But the headline reads as follows. In 1968, Barron County Grand Jury deplores the condition of the jail facilities in Barron County.
Well, see, isn't the grand jury supposed to tour the jail?
They do. Mm-hmm. And that's how they came to deplore it.
Right.
That was in 1968. Of course,
they were like, heck no.
Of course, I remember back in the days when the grand jury would come out and deplore the jail, and there was a group of people who said, well, what are we supposed to provide, a hotel for these crooks?
I know, but see, look, that's why I just want to say, for the record, they can look us up anytime they want to. I couldn't, it would hurt my feelings to send somebody to jail.
It would be deplorable, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't like, we have a very nice detention center now.
Mm-hmm, yes.
But it's still I don't know. I think there ought to be windows.
Well, it's not supposed to be something you look forward to.
Exactly.
Not supposed to be an improvement.
I don't like going in there for news stories. I'm like, get me out of here.
Well, that's the aura they're supposed to project, I think.
It's a weird feeling knowing I can leave. Still, I'm like,
fresh air.
I want out.
1978, this day, 200 Barron County High School seniors graduated in the football stadium. And Lisa Johnson was the valedictorian here in 1978. And Linda Dean was the salutatorian. 200 seniors walking the line in 1978. I bet it was a nice night for an outdoor commencement.
I would say so.
In 1978. 1988, we have this story. Trooper Ronald Maxey has been assigned to Kentucky State Police Bowling Green Post, and he will be working in Hart County.
Maxey is one that he would write everybody a ticket.
Yeah,
he would probably write his own mother a ticket.
Yeah, well,
everybody.
He's so he became famous, and That's his job there in Hart County.
I can remember people saying, "Drive right, Maxie's on duty." You know, and I've been around my phone.
That's right.
I'm telling you.
That's kind of like
he would give his preacher a ticket.
Well, but here's the thing. That's almost that's in tandem with, like, if you don't like the way it feels in the jail, then you probably ought to drive good when Ron Maxey was on duty.
He would give.
That's just doing their job.
He would give his preacher who was driving his mother a ticket. I mean, it's just with his grandmother in the back seat, they would all get a ticket.
He's a good man. 1998, this story in the Glasgow Daily Times. Marshall Brody, the district agency manager for Modern Woodmen of America, donated a flag for Gorin Park. And the pole was installed by Mike Darnell of Madison Smith. There was a picture in the Times, I think, of Marshall and of Mike and of the pole going up for the flag.
Right.
Nice donation there. Modern Woodmen did that. Marshall certainly has been involved in a lot of things. One of the good ones also was to get that flag.
For sure.
And 2008, 10 years ago, in the Barron County Progress, this story, the newest member of the T.J. Sampson Hospital Board is Mike Bryant.
Well,
it's been 10 years. Mike is now, of course, the chairman of the board and doing a stellar job at it, I might say. So that's what we have. That's the last of, 2008. We can't go any further than that because it hadn't happened yet.
Right. We could try to predict the future.
And we seem to do that with a great deal of inaccuracy.
We need a fortune teller on here. A psychic that tells us what the future is going to be.
Well, we get a Ouija board over here.
Oh, I'm not trying to conjure any spirits. I just want somebody to, put their hands over their crystal ball.
Yeah, and
give me
say,
the Powerball numbers.
That's right. Powerball numbers and what state trooper is working this weekend.
I'm saying it's not Maxie. So your mama, your grandma, and your preacher are safe.
That's right. Okay. That's the archives. We've done it. 6:51. We've got a lot of smart folks out there who enjoy keeping up with the past, and we enjoy keeping up with all the wonderful things. The Cultural Center, let's see here. They had the book signing last weekend, and there's a lot of other things coming up we're going to be sharing with you because it's a fun place to go visit, to bring the family. It's a fun place. When you got company from out of town, there's a place that will certainly allow you to entertain them with something ever so different.
Right. Hey, I just want to bring this up real quick.
Okay.
And this is totally random. It's totally random. But instead of the Rene Boucher, that's the Dr. Boucher, the guy that assaulted Rand Paul.
Yeah.
Said he wants probation, and the prosecutors want a 21-month prison sentence. And it all, finally, we know what the reason was the two got into it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yard debris near the property line.
Whose debris?
It just calls it unsightly. It says Paul reportedly, Boucher's attorney says Paul repeatedly placed unsightly yard debris near the property line. Boucher burned some debris left by Paul, according to documents obtained. Blah, 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 blah. Paul put more debris on the spot after it had been burned. So basically, they were into it over yard debris.
Well, it's
yard debris.
Who was it says, can't we all get along?
I mean, it was Rodney King. Look, why can't we all just get along?
That's right.
Which is basically, it's yard debris.
Well, and I wonder if it was like, let's see. It was like, was it like plants and stuff, or was it like milk cartons and
all
stuff?
They say is, I can't imagine
unsightly.
Rand Paul. I can't imagine Rand Paul's going to throw milk cartons on the property line.
I wouldn't think so.
But then again, if he didn't like Boucher.
That's right.
Maybe he's like, I'll show him. Yeah, here's my milk carton from breakfast, bam, property line.
Well, thanks for sharing that. I saw that on the AP this morning. I'm glad you worked that in right there because we got to keep up with everything.
Yes, we do.
If we can.
Right.
Even in the archives. And we'll do the archives tomorrow, and we hope you'll come back and join us, courtesy of Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gillihy Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, total local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total local care 24/7.
Today we are patting on the back by special request. A very nice couple having their silver wedding anniversary today. Yes, it is Jeff and Beth Hinckley Day on the radio. 25 years of wedded bliss. If you happen to see Jeff and or Beth around today, we'd love it if you would pat them on the back, tell them they're good as gold from our friends here at WCLU. And a little taste of Texas.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
I think we'll at least see some scattered storms around this morning, then cloudy as we get into the afternoon. Still warm today in the upper 80s, maybe 90 degrees in some spots. Got another round of showers and thunderstorms to roll through tonight, 69. Scattered storms around tomorrow morning, then at high of 89. Finally, we'll get a front to come on through, or at least some drier air, but it's going to get hot on Thursday and Friday again. Sunshine to mix with a few clouds, and highs will be in the low 90s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's see here the current conditions. We got about a tenth of an inch of rain in the last 24 hours here at WCLU, and in doing so, we have calm winds, 94% humidity, and the pressure is at 29.98. That's where we are on the current conditions this morning. 6:55, this WCLU weather update brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank. You know, Jimmy Holloway down at the Glasgow Building.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Persley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable.
As we are preparing to play trivia, Long John's A&W is the sponsor of trivia, and they have been for years and years and years, and they've got everything. They don't sit on their laurels out there because something's new all the time. For example, today it is Taco Tuesday at Long John's. What's he talking about? Do you know what day it is? Well, it pays to know, because Long John Silver's in Glasgow is announcing some show-stopping deals for you and your family. Every Sunday from 11 till 7, it's all-you-can-eat fish and chicken for $8.99. Bring your friends and family on Sundays and get all-you-can-eat fish and chicken $8.99. If it's Tuesday, it's Taco Tuesday. Get a fish taco for 99 cents. Friday, it's crab cakes, just 99 cents each. These are limited time deals, so get to Long John's in Glasgow today. Here's the question. You provide the answer. The number is 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Here we go. I want you to name a number. Name a number that is 3 more than 1/5 of 1/10 of 1/2 of 5,000. Now, you might want your pencil for this one. Name the number that is 3 more than 1/5 of 1/10 of 1/2 of 5,000. What is that number? People think they know, so let's go. Trivia. Well, still working on it. Got that pencil over there? It's a number that is 3 more than 1/5 of 1/10 of 1/2 of 5,000. What is that number? 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Doing a little ciphering, as they used to say, figuring out what that might be. And we'll get somebody in here who will tell us what that is. Hello, Trivia.
53.
That's it. Who's this speaking?
John Perkins.
John, how you doing?
Doing fine this morning.
Now, you're one smart fella, aren't you?
Well, we use a lot of math where we are.
Now, where are you?
Young and Furlong Welding.
Okay, yes, you do use a lot of math there, John.
Quite a bit.
I would say so, and so let's explain this, all right?
Okay.
You take half of 5,000, that's 2,500. And then a tenth of 2,500 is 250.
Correct.
Then a fifth of 250 is 50. And then you add 3 to it, and you get 53, John Perkins.
Exactly right.
Now, the thing is, well, like what all kind of, at Young and Furlong, I guess you use a lot of math and figuring out how to do right angles and how to make sure that everything gets like it ought to be.
Yes, we do.
And I guess you really can't, with the kind of materials you work with, you can't make any mistakes, can you?
No. Everything comes up wrong if you make a mistake.
That's right. So, anyway, while you're in the middle of doing that, you can run out to Long John's A&W and have a Fish and More dinner that we'll have a card for you up here, John.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye. It's John Perkins. John out at Young and Furlong says, yeah, that's 53. You got to feel good about your the man at your machine shop who can do math that good. We'll play tomorrow. Never know when we'll go down an avenue of thought that you use every day. And it's always good to talk to special folks here on Trivia. 71 degrees right now at 6. It's not 6 anything, I'm sorry. At 2 minutes after 7 o'clock.
CBS News Special Report.
We're prepared to start a new history, and we're ready to write a new chapter between our nations.
President Trump concluding a summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, heard here through an interpreter.
The world will see a major change.
The summit producing a single document. Here's CBS's Stephen Portnoy.
The agreement they signed runs just over a single page. The text pledges American security guarantees to Kim Jong-un, and it states his firm and unwavering commitment to complete denuclearization. But the document contains no specifics or timetables for implementation. It says Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will work with his counterpart to set up more talks at the earliest possible date.
Was there a winner? Gordon Chang, Asia expert.
This meeting legitimized Kim Jong-un. It solidified his rule back home. It was a major prize for North Korea, and I think President Trump should have gotten much more in return for it.
CBS News special report.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU FM Unfruitville, W253BN Glasgow, services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
For many years, residents of Glasgow got used to their friendly postman, Rollin Dixon.
I delivered all over town. I was the swing man. I delivered 5 different routes.
A kind word and a smile were his trademark. But there's a little-known fact about his smile.
My teeth have always been bad.
Rollin wanted his teeth fixed. He researched dental implants, and he got Dr. Jim Thurman to get the job done.
You can't chew food. I love steak if it's a good tender steak. But now if it's a tough steak, it makes my teeth sore. I do better with these.
Dr. Jim Thurman and his staff explained the entire process and made it enjoyable.
I always look forward to going out there and joking around with them. We always had a big time whenever I went. And of course, he was right in the middle of it usually.
And that's right where he loves to be. Call 651-5939 and get started. Dr. Jim Thurman and Dr. Amy Cassidy.
I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. As recent history tells us, disasters can happen. It's impossible to prepare for everything, but it is possible to prepare for what happens next. And that's where we come in. At ISU Pettigo-Lessenberry Insurance Agency, we can provide you with many options as an independent agency. And it's our job to make sure you know about all the what-ifs so that your policy has you prepared for what happens next. So just ask us. We'd be honored that you did. Just give us a call at 651-8837. We're ISU Pettigo-Lessenberry Insurance Agency, growing with a proud community since 1902.
It's spring sale time at Bailey Gibson, and Dad's got the prices you're looking for. New incentives are being offered on many GMCs and Buicks on the lot. We hope you're looking for a new car or truck, because we're looking for good trade-ins. Bring your used car or truck to Bailey Gibson, and we'll offer you a better deal than you can get anywhere around. Stop by and check out our spring savings event now underway at Bailey Gibson in Glasgow. Lola, what do you say?
We're having a springtime sale at Bailey Gibson. Give my dandy a call on his flip phone for a great deal.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
707, 71 degrees. We had about 1/10 of an inch of rain yesterday. Some on again, off again showers popping up around Kentucky. Nothing on our front porch at this point, but it could happen as the day progresses. We'll check in with Ray Stajic in a couple of minutes. We need to go to the newsroom now for our next check of local news and news director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. About a month ahead of schedule. That's where the Cave City Council sat last night as they approved the budget for the upcoming fiscal year about a month ahead of schedule. Cave City Mayor Dwayne Hatcher said they felt good about where they were financially.
We're in good shape. Of course, alcohol is down some for us, which is just plain old simple economics, supply and demand, you know. But it's still good for us, very good. So, but other than that, we have some things in place, and we're constantly working on improvements and some projects and so forth, and we feel like our finances are holding strong.
Finances, just this month alone, they they collected nearly $41,000 in restaurant tax, over $20,000 in transient room tax, meaning over $61,000 was transferred to the Tourism Commission. The Glasgow City Council approved their annual budget for the upcoming fiscal year on first reading. City Attorney Rich Alexander read some of the specifics, noting that the general fund came in with a carryover of a little over $4.7 million. Estimated revenues for the 2018-2019 fiscal year came in at a little over $16 million, with expenses coming in about the same. Capital expenditures in the new budget include a new fire truck, about $500,000, and new construction at the landfill. Increases in the budget also included an uptick in the city's pension payment of a couple $100,000, increase in employee pay, a new transit bus, and money for a new bicycle trail. When it comes to employee pay, Councilmember Jake Dickinson noted the hard work that had been done by John Garrett. Garrett not only runs the landfill, but also compiles the agendas and packets for every city council meeting. Dickinson made a motion to amend the budget to give Garrett a raise, with Mayor Dick Doty noting that any increase in employee pay should come from the administrative branch, which would be the mayor, and not from the legislative branch, which would be the council. Dickinson also had other questions, beginning with the amount the council gives to IDEA.
Last page, I guess.
Last page of the budget?
Yes. Last page that you have in your hand there, yes. $55,000, same contribution that's been for
Three-fourths of the way down.
several years.
Okay. Thank you. Also somewhat confused. City clerk administrator's job description says that she has major responsibility for the preparation and administration of the city budget under the mayor's direction. I understand that she didn't participate at all in this preparation. Is that correct?
Not hardly correct, no. She did participate, put together the admin portion of the budget. As far as the overall budget, she was not involved in the each and every department.
Far too much secrecy goes on in the development of this budget.
More than welcome anybody that wants to sit in on that. There's no secrecy involved. Anybody that would like to come and sit through that, you're more than welcome. And I think you've done that in the past, Councilmember Dickinson.
As a member of the Finance Committee.
You don't have to be a member of the Finance Committee. More than happy to have anybody. If you're desiring that pain and agony, come along. We'll be more than happy for you to sit through that.
In charge of the budget. I asked Dickinson who he felt was in charge of the budget.
Two people that had input are Joe Lestala, whom I respect highly, and his associate, the treasurer.
The treasurer is Stephanie Garrett. Many department heads have had issues with the budget in the past. Councilmember Wendell Honeycutt had voted against the past few budgets, but this year he was a yes vote.
The funding is becoming closer to being fair for the services that we provide that go beyond the city limits. The ambulance service, the city residents were paying about 4 times what the county residents were doing. I'm not sure we were receiving an ambulance service that was 4 times more valuable because it's the exact same service. So now that there's a taxing district, the city residents and the county residents pay exactly the same amount.
Parks and Rec Director Eddie Furlong said the Parks and Rec Master Plan should be ready with financials within about the next month. The Glasgow Police Department responded to a complaint on McGraw Avenue for domestic disturbance over the weekend. Officers found inside the home methamphetamine, clozapam, and drug paraphernalia. Officer Tammy Britt made 2 arrests, 34-year-old Benjamin Allen of Glasgow, as well as 33-year-old James Duval, also of Glasgow. Each were charged with possession of a controlled substance, endangering the welfare of a minor. Additionally, Allen was charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, and Duval was charged with prescription of a controlled substance not in the proper container. Officers Zane Greer, Wesley Hicks, and Brian Starnes assisted. Glasgow police also responded to 5 Star on Happy Valley Road in reference to a complaint that a man was refusing to leave the store. Officer Wesley Hicks arrested 53-year-old Terry Huddleston of Glasgow, charging him with public intoxication, resisting arrest, possession of a controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, carrying a concealed deadly weapon, failure to notify address change to the Department of Transportation, and criminal littering. Officer Brian Starnes assisted Officer Hicks. And also, Glasgow police conducted a traffic stop on West Main Street because the driver wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Sergeant Jesse Barton made an arrest on the driver, 25-year-old Chase Webb of Scottsville, charging him with no seatbelt, operating on a suspended license, possession of a controlled substance, first degree, fentanyl, and also possession of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, and DUI. Sergeant Barton was assisted by Officer Zane Greer. It's 7:14 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, a pretty mild 71 degrees.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
In more local news, a court filing in the federal case against a neighbor who tackled U.S. Senator Rand Paul says the neighbor lost his temper over yard debris on the property line between their homes. The neighbor, Dr. Renee Boucher, is asking a judge to grant probation in the case. However, prosecutors want a 21-month prison sentence. A sentencing memorandum filed Friday by Boucher's attorney says Paul repeatedly placed unsightly yard debris near the property line. On the day before the November 3rd attack, Boucher burned some debris left by Paul. According to the document obtained by the Daily News of Bowling Green, the next day Paul placed more debris on the spot where the pile had been burned. It says Boucher's pleaded guilty to assaulting a member of Congress and is scheduled to be sentenced on Friday. A Kentucky police chief's office was flooded with raw sewage when authorities say inmates held at police headquarters flushed jumpsuits, bedding, and other materials down the toilets. Louisville Metro Police spokeswoman Jessie Halliday tells news outlets the June 5th wastewater overflow has been cleaned up, but other repairs must be made before Chief Steve Conrad's office is habitable. And this is Men's Health Week, and doctors have a request for men. Get a checkup from your primary care physician. According to the Men's Health Network, men die at higher rates than women from 9 of the top 10 causes of death, including heart disease and cancer. Dr. Chris Scherfman of Louisville says some men, particularly those who are younger, aren't especially interested in preventative care. And while regular medical visits are crucial for early treatment of disease, he notes anyone's health is connected to their daily habits.
The best way to do men's health is to be healthy, maintain an appropriate weight, exercise 5 days a week for at least 1 hour per day, watch your cholesterol, watch your intake of processed foods, avoid heavy alcohol use and tobacco use, avoid drug use.
This Friday, June 15th, is National Wear Blue Day to raise awareness about the importance of men's health and encouraging them to live longer, healthier lives. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs at 7:18 a.m. 71 degrees.
University scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff?
Road around 12:45 Monday afternoon. Deputies found the father, James Tyler Neal, hours later. He is charged with criminal abuse of a child under 12. The Poor People's Campaign said they were denied access to the state capitol for the second time in just 2 weeks. Police said only 2 protesters at a time were allowed inside the building, and Tana Fogel was one of them.
Once again, they shut the door in my face is exactly what they did. They've been doing this for years to my ancestors.
Fogel tells WLKY they were denied access to the governor's office to deliver a petition. The Poor People's Campaign is vowing to protest racism and poverty every Monday at the state capitol. A court filing in the federal case against a neighbor who tackled Senator Rand Paul says the neighbor, quote, lost his temper over yard debris on the property line between their homes. The neighbor, Dr. Renee Boucher, is asking a judge to grant probation in the case. A Hardin County woman and her boyfriend have been arraigned on charges that they murdered the woman's fiance.
Bond remains at $500,000 each for Lisa Harvey and Rick Fisher, who appeared in a video arraignment in the Hardin County Detention Center. Police say Harvey and Fisher were dating and worked together to kill Harvey's fiance, 58-year-old Andrew Folina. His body was found in a shallow grave behind Harvey's home. Harvey and Fisher are due back in court June 22nd. I'm Paul Miles.
FEMA is taking steps to help homeowners whose South Louisville neighborhood has dealt with persistent flooding. FEMA announced yesterday more than $2 million will be used to buy nearly 30 homes impacted by flooding. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
In the time it takes to listen to this ad, someone who has a drug addiction can find help now. Instead of spending hours searching the internet and on the phone with treatment facilities, go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer a few optional questions like, who needs help? In what zip code do you need treatment? How will you pay? Options range from free to private insurance. Then get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting new clients. That's findhelpnowky.org.
The PGA Tour is coming to Lexington. See some of the finest golfers from around the world compete in the Barbasol Championship. Get up close and personal to golf greats July 16th through the 22nd at Champions at Keene Trace. Get your tickets now by visiting BarbasolChampionshipKY.com. It's the countdown to the Barbasol Championship as the PGA comes to the Bluegrass. For tickets, parking passes, and a complete schedule of events, go to BarbasolChampionshipKY.com.
All right, it is 7:22 now at WCLU, waking up with 71 degrees as we get our start today here. And we're going to check in with Ray Stajic in just a moment and get a handle on the way the weather is shaping up.
Ugh. I was about to pull my own hair out. I've been driving around for the last hour trying to find a place for me and my kids to get our hair cut on a Saturday morning. I know, good luck, right? Well, don't pull your hair out. Stop in and see our friends down at Heritage 76 Barbershop today. Heritage 76 Barbershop is located right on the Glasgow Square, so it's not difficult to find, so there won't be any driving around looking for a place. You can go right next to the Plaza Theater. You'll see the barber pole right out front. You can stop in and see David, Anthony, and Cody, who have more than 50 years of combined barbershop experience. No problems if you want to stop in on a Saturday as well. They're open from 8 to 3, and you can make an appointment if you want to schedule your time, or you can just show up and walk in with the kids. Either way, you're going to lean back in a professional environment with a big screen TV and 3 barbers who can carry on a conversation and cut hair. Stop in and see Heritage 76 Barbershop, or visit our website, heritage76barbershop.com. Call for an appointment or stop in, but whatever you do, don't pull your hair out driving around on another Saturday. See Heritage 76 Barbershop.
The following weather forecast is brought to you by Peggy Tuck Edwards and Private Caregiver and Referral Services. When roles reverse in your later years, when child becomes caretaker and the needs of the parent become most important, it's comforting to know that there's help along the way. Peggy Tuck Edwards would like for you to be informed about Private Caregiver and Referral Services, because sometimes our elders just need a little company and companionship. It's our duty to see that those needs are met, whether in the home or in an assisted living or nursing home facility. Peggy and her network of compassionate caregivers are ready to meet you and your loved one's needs. Call 270-670-7062, 270-670-7062, 270-670-7062.
Couple of complexes of showers and thunderstorms, one to the west, one to the east, so I think we'll at least see some scattered storms around this morning, then cloudy as we get into the afternoon. These two complexes should lose their intensity and coverage as the day progresses. Still warm today in the upper 80s, maybe 90 degrees in some spots. Get another round of showers and thunderstorms to roll through tonight, scattered around after midnight, 69. Scattered storms around tomorrow morning, and then the change tomorrow is about, we'll even have a threat during the afternoon at high of 89. Finally, we'll get a front to come on through, or at least some drier air, but it's going to get hot on Thursday and Friday again. Sunshine to mix with a few clouds, and highs will be in the low 90s. And right now, I'm going to jump to the weekend because it is going to be sunny, but it's going to be hot too. Highs in the mid-90s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Let's see, the current conditions, the barometric pressure. Well, let me look at the radar screen. There you go, Aaron. I'm sorry, Aaron. I was doing, there it is. We're looking at the heavier thunderstorm activity that's up in between, about Danville on over toward Lexington, and another area of showers down along the I-75 there, close to Richmond, looks like. We've gotten about 1/10 of an inch of rain here at the WCLU studios, and we're at 71 degrees at 7:25. Uh-oh.
Will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC. Equal housing.
Let's see here. What do we want to talk about today? We got lots to talk about, I can tell you that. DAV Chapter 20 service officers Don Price and Michael Wilson will begin doing their service work in Glasgow on Tuesday, the 19th of June, beginning at 8 a.m. at 315 South Green Street. Please bring your DD-214 and any paperwork that you have from the Veterans Administration. If you have immediate attention needs with your VA paperwork, you can call this number, 629-2213. 728, it appears it's going to be time to talk about birthdays and anniversaries here because we have special folks already lined up. Ralphie's Fun Center is lined up to make it fun for you.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Okay, let's look at the birthday list. Let me get some music up here. Well, actually, let me do this. Let me put some folks on hold who are calling in. I don't want to lose you, okay? Now, yes, everything happens at once. Instantaneous messing up, left and right. I can do it. Okay, the birthday club today includes Clifton Smith, Sr., Caitlin Vaughn, who is 22. We have Jaden Middleton having a birthday today. It is Tyler Wilson's birthday today. Pat Bragg is turning 74. Kimberly Sanderson is 47. Tim Allen on the birthday club. Eric Williams on the birthday club. We're into double digits today for Haley Wyatt. Haley Wyatt is 10 today. Pat Edwards with a birthday. Mary Ann Simmons. Leslie Kinslow has a birthday today, and it's the silver wedding anniversary number 25 for Jeff and Beth Hinckley. Congratulations. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online here, WCLUradio.com. We've jumped up to 72 degrees now at 7:30. Thanks to Ralphie's Fun Center for making birthdays fun around here.
Are you looking for your dream home or perhaps dreaming of your first home? Then come see me, Gay Parker at Citizens First.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care,
WCLU and a little taste of Texas. We got some tidbits coming at you.
I'm Roxanne Cloyd, also known as the Noodle.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Have Shane and Randall Smith look at your situation and start the process. In business for 44 years, we get it right. Smith Siding, 109 Ensminger Drive, behind Dairy Queen.
734 WCLU. I got a tidbit news intro over here somewhere.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
From around the world and up the street. Yeah, I heard some noise over there. I couldn't figure out what you were doing.
I was getting ready.
Okay, all right. Well, are you ready? You still need some time?
Good, yeah.
Okay, all right. That's Aaron Russell who's going to join me on the Tidbit News today. We just, it's good to discuss these things, and I'm glad that Aaron is helping me out here with this.
Looks like you've had me on.
Let's see. This story, I'm just going to tell you, this is a lot of times we have, trying to have funny stories or stories that make fun of people. This is not either one of those as we do the first round of Tidbit News for today. This is a very warm story. I don't care who you are.
Okay.
This is Dateline, St. Paul, Minnesota. There's a Minnesota high school pitcher who consoled his friend after striking him out in a playoff game.
I saw this video.
Mounds View pitcher Ty Cohen struck out Jack Cosin of Totina Gray School to end the game in the Class 4A Section 5 baseball final last week. The win touched off a celebration near home plate as Mounds View advanced to the state tournament. But before joining his teammates in a celebration, Cohen consoled Cosin at the home plate. Video shows Cohen giving his friend a long hug and walking him back toward his dugout before joining the celebration.
Yeah, I wish we had the video because it is very... I mean, you just see his entire team storms out of the dugout. And, of course, they're celebrating. They're throwing their water balls up in the air. They're having a great time. And this guy just ducks right through them, straight to home plate.
Yeah, and, that's, if you've ever been in that situation, there's nothing you can do to make somebody who strikes out to end a season feel any better.
Yeah.
But the Star Tribune reports that these two fellows played youth baseball together. So you can see that friendship is deeper than the final score.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some lessons to be learned there. And I hope that somebody does have the video. And I hope that it is shared a lot of places. Minnesota. I like that story.
I do too.
Now, we're going to go from that to two stories out of Florida.
All right. We're taking a turn when
That's right. We are headed south, young man. All right, story number one. A man has been charged with threatening to shoot up a Florida car dealership because of his vehicle's mechanical problems. That's one way to get it fixed, isn't it? The Sun Sentinel reports 26-year-old Christopher Cave called Pines Ford Lincoln June the 2nd. Guess what, Cave said in a 98-second telephone message. Kids shoot up schools, he said, adding they take his car payment, but his car isn't right. Then he said, quote, I shoot up dealerships, unquote. There's a confession for you.
Yeah.
Police said the manager sent 3 employees home because he feared for their lives.
Yeah.
Mr. Cave here is charged with making a false threat, which is interesting because I think it's got to be something worse than a false threat. Just the threat of intent is more so than a false threat. I really want it to be false, based on him saying he's going to shoot up the dealership.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, the man is saying here, hey, you take my car payment, my car needs to work. It's a better way to deal with that, son.
Yeah.
All right, and finally out of Florida, this is out of Orlando. Most times it's bad weather or it's bird strikes that delay flights down in Florida. This time it was an alligator. Anthony Velarde says his plane had just landed at the Orlando International Airport Monday when he spotted a large reptile casually lumbering across the tarmac toward a pond. I mean, what else would a gator be doing?
Yeah.
He posted a 10-second video on Facebook. Velarde says the Spirit Airlines flight had to wait about 5 minutes before it could taxi to the gate. He says the airport truck arrived at the pond to make sure the alligator didn't return to the taxiway. An airport spokeswoman, Carolyn Fennell, told the AP that such sightings are infrequent, even though 280 acres of the airport's land are covered in water. Fennell says the alligator's presence didn't impact any other airport operations. I don't know. That poor fella down there weed eating.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love how it just brings that stereotype of Florida and how there's nothing but alligators running the state.
Well,
it helps make it a little bit more true.
It is true that that alligators are they're it's pretty interesting. I went down there. I was fortunate enough to go watch a space shuttle blast off.
Okay.
Several years ago, and I didn't realize until I got there that the Space Center is also a wildlife preserve.
Oh, wow.
So you've got alligators, basically everywhere. You just they're at four-way stops. You wait till their turn. But also, the space shuttle blastoff was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So to watch it, you have to go out in the field in the dark.
Oh man.
Which is a whole other issue.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, they didn't want to have the alligator. Alligators could mess up taxiing, I think.
Yeah, I think they can mess up just about anything.
That's right.
Any situation with an alligator makes it a more dangerous situation.
Yeah, even I don't know how the Flintstones dealt with it. Using an alligator for a time clock.
Yeah.
Anyway, where did that come from? That's all I have. That's all I have on tidbit news for today. But I'll keep digging and maybe have a little bit more for you tomorrow. All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Aaron.
Bring your whole family.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Jeff and Beth Hinckley Day. It's their 25th wedding anniversary today. If you see them around today, you be sure to pat them on the back. Tell them they're good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas, won't you? I used to have my Hurt Auto Sales theme song, and Bobby, we're going to have to redo that because I can't find it.
Can you just hum it, maybe?
If I could remember how it went, yeah.
Anything's worth a try.
Well, that's right. I could take it. Yeah, I could do a little foot stomping music or something. Maybe some Grand Funk Railroad. That would be pretty. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good tempo there for sure.
I like that.
I'll have to dig that up today, and we'll get that going. Okay.
You're going to get back with me on that.
I will. I mean, I can't. I can tell you it's not right here on the playlist because that song's about 40 years old. So we don't keep it at fingertips, Bobby.
I understand.
But nonetheless, you know the song. What I'm doing right now is welcoming you back to the radio, and up at Hurt Auto Sales, that place, you got everything in ship, shape, spit, shine. For folks to come up there and take a look at what you've got on the lot. Now, I just get this feeling, Bobby. I see you out and about, and you're in a good mood, and I see you out and about, and you're talking to a lot of folks. It must be that you're able to reel in some mighty fine vehicles up there that you want to show off a little bit for folks who are looking to buy. Is that a true statement?
Most certainly is, Henry. Matter of fact, the first one I'm going to mention, I rarely ever have these vehicles, and especially this price range, but it's exceptionally nice.
Okay, all right.
It's a 2017 GMC Sierra.
GMC what?
Sierra.
Sierra, okay, all right.
Yes, yeah. I didn't say that really good.
No, I just wanted to make sure because I want people to understand what it is we're talking about here.
That's right. It's a 4x4. It has the Z71 package on it, backup camera, leather, just loaded up. And it only has 3,000 miles on it.
Wow.
And we've got it priced for $41,900. So,
my goodness.
And it's got the big chrome wheels. It's just a really sharp-looking truck. So
I love the way you described that, too. You said it's pretty rare you have one, but it's really nice.
Most certainly is. Like I say, it's still got the full factory warranty on it, so come in and take advantage of it, and we'll do some trading with you, okay?
2017 Sierra at a rare price of $41,900.
That's right. I think a window sticker's like 50-something thousand. So,
but this is
yeah. So it's a bargain. It's really a bargain, Henry. So,
you don't get that deal unless you shop it at Hurt Auto Sales.
That's correct. And also got a really nice. Just got this one yesterday as well. It's a 09 BMW Z4 hardtop convertible.
Okay.
Has really low miles, 6-speed, black on the outside with red leather on the inside.
Ooh,
okay?
Boy, that's a sweet sounding thing.
And we got a sweet sounding price on it too, Henry. Just $16,900.
My goodness. So what's the model year on that again?
It's an 09 model.
Oh, okay, all right. Sounds sweet.
Okay, it is. Got a 2011 Ford Edge. Just traded for this one yesterday as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this car is like new, Henry.
Mm-hmm.
It has low miles, and it's priced for just $11,900. So come in and check that out. You're going to love it.
That Ford Edge is a nice vehicle indeed. It makes somebody a very special vehicle, regardless of who in the family needs it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Lots of room. Okay.
Okay.
Got a 2014 Ford Escape. It's a one-owner. Really sharp ride. I mean, it's an excellent condition, and it's priced for just $14,900.
My goodness. You have been able to trade at a level at which people can buy their next vehicle for not anywhere near as much as they thought it was going to cost them by coming to Hurt Auto Sales.
That's right. We've got some really nice, classy-looking cars, so come in and they won't last long. So come in and take advantage of it, and we want to send you home in one of them.
This is the time of year. We've had several. Of course, this past weekend we had the car show downtown. And there's one coming up in Munfordville. And there's been some over in Bowling Green, and everybody gets to look at the way it was. But when it comes to getting what they need today, I was out at the gas station and getting some gas, and a gentleman in a 58 Ford truck was in front of me, and I'm thinking, wonder what the mileage is on that thing. It's probably not too good.
Probably not. Probably been around a little bit, but they are a sharp-looking vehicle.
They are indeed, but when it comes to everyday use, it's best to swing in up there at Hurt Auto Sales and see what the very latest that he has. And, boy, you can tell these four that you told us about today, the picking has been good, and they're not going to last long.
That's right. Look to the future and come in, and these cars that I just mentioned will last a long, long time, Henry.
Drive them 30 years and then take them to the car show.
That's right. Yeah, get your vehicle now for the show in 30
Get your
years.
antique today.
Yeah, that's right.
At Hurt Auto Sales, where they got a motto that you can rely on, which is
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
Bobby, enjoy your day, sir.
And you also. Thank you.
I'll work on that Grand Funk song, okay?
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. See ya. Bye.
This is William Gravely, pharmacist at Medical Arts Pharmacy. We now offer medicine to be filled just once a month, or if your insurance allows, every 3 months. No extra trips to the pharmacy, no unnecessary phone calls or messages, and best of all, no running out of your vital medications. With MedSync, you tell us what day that suits you best to fill your prescriptions, and a computer will do the rest. It synchronizes all the quantities of your medications to fall on the same day, and then we call or text you and let you know that the medicines are ready. We review your med list to make sure you're taking only what the prescriber ordered and when they ordered it to be taken. We will call your prescriber if there are any questions about your meds. Come in today and tell us that you want your prescription synchronized. There's no charge, you don't have to call us anymore, and you'll be taking your medications exactly as intended. Medical Arts Pharmacy in Professional Park in Glasgow, where we care about you enough to sync your medication.
Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years. Names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics. And you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow, 46 years and counting.
We're sorry. The party you have dialed is not accepting calls at this time.
Stop those scam robocalls with SCRTC's new robocall blocking service. And it's free for SCRTC residential customers that call and request the service. SCRTC is linked to a national database that constantly updates scam robocall numbers. While the new feature won't stop every call, it will significantly reduce the calls. Call SCRTC today and add robocall blocking service free to your current residential phone fee. procedures and let those scam callers hear that you are
not accepting calls at this time.
Let's check into the forecast for today. This WCLU weather update brought to you by the People's Bank.
I think we'll at least see some scattered storms around this morning, then cloudy as we get into the afternoon. Still warm today in the upper 80s, maybe 90 degrees in some spots. Got another round of showers and thunderstorms to roll through tonight, 69. Scattered storms around tomorrow morning, then a high of 89. Finally, we'll get a front to come on through, or at least some drier air, but it's going to get hot on Thursday and Friday again. Sunshine to mix with a few clouds, and highs will be in the low 90s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray.
WCLU.
Thank you, Ray. The current conditions, the barometer is at, let me see that current condition up there, Aaron. The barometer is still up there at 29.98. We've had about 1/10 of an inch of rain. The winds are calm, 94% humidity, and it's a very pleasant 72 degrees out there this morning as we get our start here on WCLU. And this WCLU weather update brought to you by the People's Bank.
Summer's officially here and the temperatures are up, but so are the CD rates on the summer CD special.
Scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is